Hi, I'm Mark Baribeau, Managing Director and Head of Global Equities at Jennison Associates. Jennison's been managing growth equities for over 50 years and is one of the largest growth equity platforms in the United States. I came in as a global equity portfolio manager for them. I've been running global equity portfolios for 17 years, and prior to that, other growth equity portfolios in the US. So I have 29 years experience doing that. I'm an economist by training, but obviously have migrated to equities as my primary focus. Well, we seek to identify new market leaders. These are companies that have introduced a very unique product and service to the market. They have a unique business model that's hard to replicate. That's what's enabling their success in the marketplace. They're also building very strong, sustainable competitive advantages to protect that big profits pool that they see out there. And that's very important for us as we try to invest in it on a long-term basis. In all cases, these companies are growing much faster than the market average. We have 17 analysts who cover multiple industries across the world, both in developed market and emerging markets. They focus on companies that they think are driving a structural shift in their industry and benefiting from that structural shift, either looking for disruptive products or services, new technologies, innovation on new product cycles, addressable markets that are expanding rapidly. So it's a very unique cluster of companies. It's not a large number that meet those very strict criteria. So we like to focus our portfolio, our global portfolio, on 30 to 40 names. We think that gives a level of concentration that can sustain alpha over the long term, and it provides enough diversification for investors. Generally, we hope to hold stocks on average for 3 years. What we've seen is our biggest performers over time are often held for multiple years, but they have to earn their way into that type of position. We think the most important advantage that the Witan collective wisdom brings to the market is an ability to put in different managers with different styles, different opportunity sets into one portfolio. You get very unique exposure to different ideas that those managers are producing from an investment perspective. From our perspective, we like to think of our portfolio as a collection of best-of-breed companies around the world. And so I think it's important that investors have exposure to that set. But having exposure to other companies as well provides more diversification and the potential for a smoother performance return cycle. Well, the 4 biggest global trends we think shaping the portfolio in the future are going to be, number 1, the big disruption going on in mobility. That includes the electrification of vehicles, the development of autonomous driving through artificial intelligence and machine learning. That's going to be number 1. Number 2 would be the continued evolution of the direct-to-consumer business models, where omni-channel distribution coupled with very powerful digital marketing campaigns really will change the way consumers and companies engage with one another. Thirdly, is the technology that's moving into healthcare, both for identifying more narrow and effective treatment paradigms, the development of very important care programs for many long-term diseases is going to be a really important element of the investment cycle, we think, for the next several years. And then lastly, when we look at emerging markets, we think the most powerful trend is the development of technology enablers that allow consumers and businesses to access one another through powerful technology platforms, which would include financial inclusion, the advent of digital financial services that's going to bypass traditional banking and financial services industries and use technology to bring it direct to those emerging markets consumers who have that huge unmet need. So those are the biggest trends we see influencing the portfolio in the next few years.